Welcome back. This is the Random Noobs with your host, Giovanni. And today I'm with my previous co host from years back, Mr. Anthony. Woo, woo, woo. Insert clap noises. Now, why is he here today? Because, as you should know, or don't know, but he's an artist. And he's a very good artist that I have known who's been doing this since he was a child. He came out the womb with a pen and paper. I must have cut up his
Yeah.
mom.
Hey, relax, relax.
I'm just the paper cut. I'm not saying you got a big head. I'm just saying the paper cut. But over the years you've been drawing as long as I have known you. It's always a passion of yours. And like you said before we had a conversation outside of this, you're really taking it much more seriously this year compared to others. But
Yeah.
even since you said you are taking it much seriously, you are still a well accomplished artist. So my question to you would be, what led you to the decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna finally start posting on TikTok, become an artist, and start growing the platform there?
Um, how can I put this? If I'm being honest, I don't even fucking know. I don't. I, I don't
Next
even know.
question.
Yeah, I just think I got frustrated with myself. Like that fear was always there, where like I don't know what people are gonna say, what they're gonna think. Oh my god, they're gonna shit all over my shit. But, after a while, I just said, "Fuck it," and when I started seeing, like, yeah, I got some trolls in there, but I started seeing that some people really mess with it. It just it gives you that little boost, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay. How did you feel when you did your first live?
Oh, I was sweating like crazy. I was sweating like crazy, I was fucking nervous. That shit was, it was terrifying for me, but luckily, I had my guy John in there, so that was fun.
Hashtag the,
That's
the wild card protocol. I think
yeah,
that's
oh, yeah, yeah,
it.
sorry.
No, not hashtag. At the at symbol. Yeah, just a little shout out here though. So with you going on live, right? I'm sure you just mentioned trolls. How do you handle trolls that appear in your stream?
I just handled him by laughing.
Okay.
A lot of the times it's see, I have a very dumb sense of humor. I get it. I'm very immature. But
Be
so when they come
cultured.
in, yeah, when when they come in there and they're like, oh my god, I just busted a huge nut over this, or saying some wild shit. I just laugh because sometimes it catches me off guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be hilarious, and sometimes they end up breaking character. And they're like, oh my bad, bro. Nah, the fire art, and they end up chilling and following.
They're like, nah, I lost this battle. He's not.
Yeah, like, I guess they expect you to just lose your shit, but little do they know, I'm just as stupid as they are.
I already have your username on top and stuff, but like for those out there, how would you pronounce it in case they read it and they're like, okay, how would I say this guy's name?
It's Anthony Illescas, or if you wanna say it in Spanish or whatever, it's Illescas.
Yes, guys. Okay. Art at
I
the
just
end.
added an Yeah, exactly, I just added an extra L in my last name. Uh, I don't even know why the fuck I did that, but I just did it, and it's helped me.
Well, it made you. What you mean? It helped you.
Because when I just use without the extra L, as stupid as it sounds, for some reason, it felt like nobody ever found me. But when I added the extra L, all of a sudden, I'm unique and people find me.
Well, if you think about it, right, it's like Anthony's ill,
I know
right?
somebody thought that was my name at one point, but then they reread it and they were like, no, for months they were saying it the wrong way.
I mean, Anthony's ill essay cart.
Okay, all right, relax. Now this is just going somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. um, as you're recording live, right?
Yeah.
What is some of the gear that you use when it comes to like the physical space and like the stuff that you use to record yourself? For the other artists out there who want to see what you're doing, might help them out to start off.
Yeah. Oh, so I just use my iPhone, right? Obviously standard. But I used to do this podcast with you, so I ended up having a microphone arm, and on that microphone arm, I have hold on, I was playing around with this when you were setting up. I have this attachment right
A
here.
little
Oh
bit
shit,
lower.
my
There we
bad.
go.
Yeah, I have this right here. It's a phone clamp, so you could twist it.
Oh,
It's
okay. That's pretty
adjustable,
cool. And it goes
and
straight to the.
yeah, it just you twist it onto the microphone arm, and boom, you're set. And it's one of those posable microphone arms, like the little fancy ones.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Sorry, my
Yeah.
mind went to the holder. I was like, it's fancy for the holder. Like,
And I just have one of those desk clamp lamps or desk lamp clamps, whatever. I have it attached to the microphone arm, so when I move the arm, the lamp comes with me.
okay, is that like right above your head and out of
Yes,
focus? Okay.
yes.
So with the tech part that you use, what about the pens that you used during your live? Like twofold. Like, what do you use, and do you have a favorite to use? There's a third question, but that's gonna be hidden.
Okay, so there's many pens that I use. I've used anything from a cheap Bic pen to a cheap Korean felt tip pen. The main things I've been using lately though are fountain pens, and out of those, my favorite has become the Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen. But uh, before that, I beat the shit out of a Lamy Safari pen, which is a fountain pen as well. It's just now it's all wobbly and loose. I can't really use it. So I really put it through the ringer. And right now, my main two drivers are a Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen and a Twisby Eco fountain pen.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them, the Twisby Eco fountain pen, has a very large barrel. Basically, the whole pen holds the ink. So if you have like a big drawing that you want to work on without taking any breaks, well, multiple breaks, that's the pen to go with. And if you want to do something a little more fine, I like to go with the Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen.
Okay. Do you have like a particular favorite that you go to for certain drawings? Like, oh, this is gonna be one of my good ones. I need this pen.
Not really. Sometimes I just even pick it randomly. I don't know. It's excuse me. It usually depends on the paper I'm using. So if I'm using a very soft paper, I'm gonna go with something like the Twisby because it has a round nib, and it could be extra fine, but it's round and it's a bit smoother. Whereas the Metropolitan fountain pen, it will end up scratching the paper. So
For the art noobs, what's a nib? Nib.
it's the point on the pen, the fountain pen. The shiny
Is
long
that
point.
would that also be like how like thick it is too? Because I remember you sent me to a store to buy some pens for you, and it was like marked in millimeters.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those are fine liners, and I like to use a .005 millimeter nib on those
Hmm.
because I like I like a very fine nib. So that's why even with the fountain pens, I use an extra fine nib.
So
But with the fountain pens, you get a little bit more variation. So you could go from extra fine, you put pressure on it, and it goes to a fine line, meaning a little bit wider,
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Or the harder it becomes like a thick line, like if you was making a manga.
something like that. Yeah.
So I remember before when you started your lives, or at least you heavily used it. You had a tablet when you were recording or even creating your content. What was it, and like why the sudden change to just physical stuff?
Like more traditional stuff.
Yes.
Well, obviously, you know me. I grew up with just traditional shit, so that's what I'm used to, right? So when I started messing with digital, because I got encouraged to pursue more digital art because that's where everything is going. And yeah, technically, yeah. I mean, come on, but Uh, I still mess with it here and there, but ended up making the transition just because of that. I just figured it could lead to more opportunities and more money.
Okay.
But but what's funny is that it's been the other way around. So me sticking to traditional has actually led to more opportunities than digital.
Seems like people are wanting more. Like they're getting tired of the digital aspect. They want to feel. They want to like you can create an artwork on something digital, right? You could put it on the
Yeah,
wall or whatever. But if you actually drew with your hand, like people will actually pay attention. Like, wow, this guy. Like, I wonder what was his mindset when he drew this line, or like, like
yeah,
because you can make things perfect lines on digital, but even a mess up can be beauty on paper.
yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the reason why I tried out digital and then went back to traditional.
Is there any physical piece that you have made, not like what you posted, but any physical piece that you've made that is like something you're most proud of?
Something I'm most proud of. It would have to be a drawing I did of my daughter when she was sleeping, when she was a baby,
Hmm.
and I don't know where it's at, but 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 it's somewhere around here, and that has to be like it's not perfect by any means, obviously. It was when I first started messing with graphite and stuff, but like pencils and shit. But it's one of my favorites, honestly. It's just one of my absolute favorites.
You have any different techniques you use? Because you mentioned graphite, so I would, my mind is thinking like a black,
Like
very thick pencil or something. Like, and your hands get all dirty.
yeah, well, uh when I was working with graphite charcoal and all that, I think it was just more about blending. That's why you probably also think about having a dirty hand and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes my pens, I actually just do something called hatching, which is a bunch of little lines. A lot of people do cross hatching. You'll see something like that in a manga or comic book. I do more of a hatching. It's just a bunch of little straight lines, or they'll go with the curvature of whatever it is that you may be drawing.
Okay. Like, yeah. To me, I was like, that sounds like gibberish. Going not gibberish enough, but I'm like,
I
I'm
know
trying to
what you mean. Yeah.
visualize it. It is like, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
um, I asked you the most proud, but is there anything like that's your most favorite, or would it still be the same one?
If you're asking me about my favorite, yeah, that's the same thing. It's the same thing. I think for the most part, anything that has to involve my kids, those are my favorite pieces.
Okay. What about that piece you told me before that you made for Griselda? Would that
Oh
be like
well,
up there? I
I
guess.
feel like something like that. I feel like that will come in like second or third place, right? But just because that I feel like that was the point where I saw like, and it wasn't for Griselda. It was like it was of Griselda, and it was the point where I decided to try and change things.
Mm-hmm.
So I simplified my cross hatching because I felt like I was making too much of a mess with it. Like any drawing that I did with it would just look muddy. So I simplified my cross hatching. Uh, went strictly with hatching. I tried to stop going with like a more realistic look and just be me and stick to my cartoony look. And I took out the pupils and the eyes and stuff. And that was the point where like somebody was interested. They bought it, and then it just led to more people being attracted to that one particular piece. And again, it just felt like that was the point where like, okay, this is it. This is it for me.
Speaking
So yeah,
on, oh no, go ahead. I didn't
no,
know
I
what you
was gonna
was.
say so. Yeah, technically, technically, I think that would fall into like one of my favorite pieces as well.
What about like the pieces you posted on social media? Because I'm sure the one with your daughter, you're not gonna share that one. So like,
Mhm.
was there any social media piece that you shared was like your favorite, or it was like one of them that was like, holy sweat, like this company shared it, or this person got notice of it, or you know.
Um, hmm, I know there was I'm a hip hop fan, so when I drew DJ Premier, that was a big deal when he shared it and stuff. Uh, Again, like these things, these shares and shout outs and stuff like that, they may not mean much to anybody else, but to me, it was a big fucking deal. You know what I'm saying? Like even somebody like Danny Trejo when he shared my art, like that was
Oh, I
pretty
remember
fucking
that
cool.
one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like that was pretty fucking cool. So yeah, even with some of these pen brands, when they would share my art, it feels like a big deal because I genuinely mess with them. It's not like, oh, that fountain pen looks cool. I'm just gonna do it for this one time and that's it. Like, no, I have a bunch of pilot pens, a bunch of fountain pens that I really fuck with. I really enjoy using. So when they share my shit, it kind of feels, you know what I mean? Like it kind of feels awesome.
yeah. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think Instagram has helped me a lot with that, with just having a bit of a connection with these companies and certain artists. Uh, Even with something like again, there's a rapper. His name is Flea Lord. He really liked my art. He had me. He really wanted a piece from me that I was working on. It was this large DJ piece, and I ended up shipping it out. And it was cool. It was cool to kind of like build that bridge. You
Uh,
know what I mean?
are they are you against collabing with artists?
Yeah. I don't want to do collabs.
Uh,
I think the only people I would ever do collabs with is people that I actually look up to or like respect as artists, like somebody like Karl Kapinski, Peter Hahn, so on and so forth. I would have loved to have done something with Kim Jong Gi, but you get what I'm saying. Like these are like big time artists, not just because they're big time. That's the only reason why I'm going to work with them. No, uh, it's because they seem like they care about their craft. So you get what I'm saying?
yeah, these are people who actually, yeah, I completely understand that. Yeah,
Yeah,
these are
and too
people
many
who
people.
has done it for so long, and it's like I got to learn from them, and I want to work with them, see what beauty we can create.
Yeah, and people, I'm not saying all people, right? Because I haven't obviously interacted with a ton of people, but because I like to keep a distance, right?
Hmm.
Like I don't really like talking to people, and I don't like doing collabs because some artists tend to be lazy. If I'm working on something, or we're gonna work on something, it has to be 50-50. But I'm working.
Yeah,
Like don't just tell me like, oh, you do that part and this and that. Like, and many times, the situations that I've been in, the load is like the workload is put on me,
hmm.
and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And that's why now I just keep a distance. So I don't really collab with anybody.
But if they do, then they're special.
Sure, yeah.
So the artists that you have mentioned, is there more that you would want to work with, living or dead? Like you give me like a brief overview, but like so the artists that you have mentioned, is there more that you would want to work with, living or dead? Like you give me like a brief overview, but like is there any more besides them?
I mean, I think it would have been sick, like if I would have obviously like you said, dead or alive, right?
Yeah.
But Jack Kirby would have been sick.
Oh.
Kim Jong Gi. Uh, Living, we have Kapinski, Tarada, Han, Junji Ito, who else? Miss Jisoo. I think these people would. I probably look like my stuff would look like stick figures compared to their stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to do something with them, even if it's just like, oh look, they want to work with you on a sticker. I'm gonna fucking do
Go
my best on
cra
that
yeah,
damn
yeah,
sticker.
yeah, 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 definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like these are people that I really respect. Even I don't know them by name, but the artists behind Berserk and what is it, Vagabond? Like these artists are just fucking mind blowing. The artists behind Metal Gear Solid, like these are just amazing, like master level artists. And I think it'd be a fucking honor to just be able to be in their presence, as cheesy as that sounds, and it's cringy as that sounds. Like, I don't know. That's it.
Just hearing like how like excited you are from them, it sounds like you draw a lot of, or at least heavy inspiration from them. And like if you do, does it bleed into your artwork?
I think especially with Jack Kirby, when I was younger, it did because I used to like doing a bold line, and he has a lot of a lot of his artwork has these big bold lines, and it's exaggerated. Sorry. Uh, I think with watching Kim Jung Gi just working with the ink allowed me to get more comfortable with being messy and utilizing the ink with other in other ways. Playing with it with like a water brush or something like that. Um, so yeah, I think it does kind of bleed into my art.
What would you how would you classify like your art style? Not like classify it in a niche, but like what would be your style if you was like I guess marketing yourself or just expressing yourself to new comers just following you, you know?
I think that's the part I have a problem with. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to put myself in a box like that. You
No,
know, I when I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't know how to do it because even when people stop by my streams, they're like, "Oh, what art style is this?" And I'm just like, "It's just hatching. I don't know."
do you
You
have
know,
a
some people
part no, no, go ahead. Sorry,
no, some people have said like, "Oh, it's ant style." Like in my head, I'm just like, but technically, this is a technique that I'm using that has a name. I don't want to
sorry.
just
No, it's and stuff now, bro. Like,
shit.
I know it's a basketball reference, but when they say 3-pointer, they don't say, "Oh, it's a 3-pointer." No, that's a Steph Curry shot. So, like, yeah,
Mm,
there's a technical to it, but he was so good at it that he changed the name of what it is. Like, it's known for him, you know?
yeah, don't get me wrong. If somebody with a big name comes out and goes like, "That's ant style," or "I've seen this dude that's ant style," then I'll even say like, "Yo, it's my style." At that point, I'll be a little bit cocky about it.
Do you have any ideas like when you're drawing stuff? Like, is there a certain mood you're feeling, or maybe it's hot at the week, like like that one week you did One Piece. That I remember one time you was doing like a horror week, even though it was outside. It was near October, but it wasn't. You know,
Okay, so what's the question?
um, do you future plan your drawings? I guess to say like, or is it just I'm feeling this
Ah,
way, I'm drawing this.
it's more of a feeling. So most of the time, I'm just drawing stuff that I personally enjoy. Even with the suggestions I may get, if it's something that I actually enjoy or just mess with in any way,
Mm-hmm.
I will draw it, right? But if it's something like, for example, somebody said that me drawing scenes or just characters from Pulp Fiction would be sick. To me, that yeah, that would be sick. But I haven't watched the movie, so therefore, yeah, I know,
What?
I know,
Okay.
I know.
Ugh.
But I'm going to trust me. I'm going to because I've watched clips and all right, whatever.
Yeah.
The point is,
Did you watch it through
the point
clips?
is, mm, the point is, uh, it has to be something that I actually mess with. That's it. So it could be December and I'm drawing, I don't know, like Chucky, because I just felt like drawing Chucky that day. But it's again, I'm a fan of the Child's Play series, so I'm gonna draw that.
What if you was on live and people start giving you recommendations, like either or live or comment on a post or DM? Would you take those, or it's
Well,
like, eh?
yeah, I would, but it would have to be again based on something that I enjoy. So if you come in there, if you come into my live and you're like, draw such and such basketball player, I'm not. I'm probably most likely not gonna do it. Like I'm not because I don't watch basketball. But if you come in and you're like, draw Rocky, I'm gonna draw Rocky because I'm probably I fuck with Rocky.
So for anyone listening, throw anything out there and see what sticks. Because like you didn't watch Pulp Fiction, but you drew it. He's like, oh, why not?
Shit.
So your art style has a particular thing that I'm sure people are interested in. Why don't you draw eyeballs?
So the reason for that is actually very simple. I just thought it'd be cool. That's it. I just thought it'd be cool if instead of drawing the pupil, I just did like maybe some hatching in there. Excuse me. And, like if I just did some hatching in there and maybe kind of capture the waviness of the eyeball instead of just having the pupil and that's it. Or sometimes I just leave it completely empty.
Mhm.
But I just thought it was cool. Somebody did come up with a definition for it. I wish I would have saved it because it was actually really nice. But yeah, there's no deeper meaning there.
Is there any deeper
But
meaning? Oh, go. Sorry. I was,
uh,
I don't
no,
know. You stop it sometimes, you know.
I know I hear you. I've been even my son makes fun of me for that because he goes, I take these big pauses. Like when can he speak? So
Wait, what? Dad, when can I speak? Don't get mad at
yeah,
me. I just thought
exactly,
you was over.
exactly. Um, so what the hell was I gonna say? So how can I put this? I'm just gonna leave it up to the people. If you want to give it your own meaning, great, go for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock you for it. I'm not gonna be like, no, it's not that. I just thought it was good. Like, if you think there's something deeper there that I am not seeing my damn self, shoot. Like even recently, I'm working on this angel. I was told that I tend to do sad eyes. I never noticed that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's a thing that I'm just not realizing.
Hmm. What I was gonna say before, like the feeling and stuff. I noticed. Well, I'm sure a lot of notice, but when you play music, right? Is it
Mhm.
your entire library, or there's a particular playlist you have for when you're drawing?
Well, there's a particular playlist I play on my streams just for the stream.
Hmm.
That, for example, like last night, somebody asked me for my playlist, and I was resisting because it's my. I don't like sharing my stuff. Like I could ask me about the song, you could ask me about my material, but that's as far as it goes. Now, when it comes to certain things like my playlist, like no, I'm not sharing that. You know what I'm saying? I think there's only been one person I've shared it with, and that's it. That's it. So, but yeah, there's a particular playlist that I play off stream.
Yeah,
There's certain shit that I do play on stream.
because you be playing a lot of love songs on stream. Like your range is crazy. Like you had Frozen a couple days ago, and I was jamming out. I was singing it too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's for a whole other reason, uh, but um, but yeah, I tend to play a lot of love songs just because I like R&B. I like R&B. I like these love pop songs and stuff. Uh, do I feel that way all the time? Hell no. But it does help me calm down sometimes. It
Mm.
does help me keep a level head. It does help me just focus a bit. Now, if I'm playing something like hype, then I'm still focused. I'm probably more focused than I should be, and I might ignore you in the chat.
When you drawing, like this is a question like I really have for a while, and I don't know if you answered it. Like if I like asked you before, maybe you did, but do you finish your drawing the same day you start the stream, or you do like a two
Okay.
parter, three
Uh
parter?
yeah, that's been something that's been brought up a few times recently because some people don't understand like, oh, like you're still on this? Uh yeah, certain
You're still
drawings
on this?
some drawings well one sometimes they're really big like again the angel drawing I'm working on a sketchbook that's 11 by 16, right? So that's pretty big. Now it's a two-page drawing. So, you know what I mean? Like it's 11 by what, 32?
Talking.
11 by or 6 no, 16 by 22. Whatever. The point is it's a large piece. And the reason why I even started doing the streams is because I used to get questions like how you do this or how did you even do that? And sometimes you would think I was tracing. So I just figured, oh, you know what? This could be a way for people to interact and feel part of the process instead of just, guessing and spitballing how I do things. So I tend to save certain pieces for the streams, specifically for the streams. Obviously, commissions and stuff like that, that's off stream, that's handled at another time. before the streams, yeah, that's why sometimes it looks like, "Oh, you're still on this? It's been 3 days." Like, no, it's technically been, like, 3 hours or 6 hours. It's just it looks that way to you because you think I'm still working on it when I get off.
Ah, okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, like, do you work for other, off stream? Do you like work for other companies or something that you just giving them stuff like commission based? Because
No, I just, well, whatever comes my way, honestly.
okay,
If they're serious, you know what I mean? We work things out, we hash out the numbers, and that's it. It's never anything complicated. It's just I like to keep things clean and straightforward.
with your experience working with commission, like, is there anything you would tell others to look out for, or things that they should fight for?
Well, I don't know. Recently, I mean, I haven't had anything to fight for, you know, because I don't really have any crazy demands either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think you have to really flesh out the details. That's about it. Don't think like certain companies are reaching out and they're just gonna flat out pay you. Sometimes their way of paying is just giving you product. So
Mm,
don't expect like a big commission. Like, oh, they're about to give me a couple G's. Oh shit, it's about to be crazy. No, you about to get like a box of pens.
damn, that sucks. Because you could do a lot of work and you just get like pens you could buy in Staples.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're okay with that, make sure that the work matches that. Then if they don't really want the piece itself, they just want some promotion. Fine, cool. If you're cool with that, great. You're getting some free tools, some free material, right? You could even do giveaways with it. Cool. But yeah, just iron out the details. Make sure you read everything carefully. I know that's basic shit, but some people really just get so caught up in the fact that certain brands or certain people are reaching out that they don't even think about it.
Have that ever happened to you before? Like you did something, you was like, "Damn, I was so hyped. I didn't even pay attention to that. Like they got me. They fleeced me."
No, because before that, before any of this, there has been people in the past that have lowballed me after doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
That after that, I was just a little bit more aware.
Oh, okay. It wasn't like brand. It was like a person. Okay, I got you. I got
Yeah, yeah.
you. With your social media that you have grown to, you might think it's measly, but it's a very big number. Especially in the world that we live in now. Um, would you No, excuse me. Do you have any tips for any new artists coming up of how they can grow their account or what they should do, or I don't know, just
I think
because
the second I think the second that you get a chance to really stream and interact with more people on in like in a live setting, you should start getting more comfortable with answering the same question a million times. Don't be a dick to anybody because the person you're being a dick to might be the one person that could change your life. The one person that might want that particular piece that nobody else gives a shit about. That one person might be the one that wants to buy that piece, and you just ruined it for yourself. Always be respectful. I think a lot of the times, a lot of these dickhead artists tend to forget like these people are the ones that got you there. You know, so if you go to my stream, you'll see that I'll answer the same question over and over and over and over and over again, and I'll laugh about it because I don't care. I'll answer it because the person that just came in didn't hear me answer that question 5 minutes ago. You understand? So I just think people need to understand that in order for you to grow, you got to be respectful, and also don't go around depending on any other artist. Like, oh, shout out for shout out, or check out my art, or I'm an artist too. Like a lot of these artists don't give a fuck. A lot of these artists they're very selfish. So stop. Focus on you. Focus on your craft, and I think it's just that. I get play the game, sure, right? Whatever's trending, you want to draw it just to get a few more views, more people check out your particular style, your the way you go about things. Great, go for it. But don't go around asking people to check your shit out. I know that sounds foolish, right? But again, there's too many idiot artists out there.
there's too many people who are trying to be opportunists and take advantage.
Yeah, like it's just a bunch of goofballs. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to my streams and I'll try to be respectful. I'll oh, can you play such and such song? I'm not playing those songs. I try to be even with everybody. You know, no favoritism, no nothing like that. Everybody gets treated the same. And if I fuck up, I'm being transparent with my audience. Like, hey, look, oh, how do you not mess up? How do you create such straight lines? They're not straight. And I'll sometimes put my camera closer so they can see, like, yo, this shit's so crooked because I have a shaky hand. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to be transparent. I'm trying to be more open with people, and a lot of people tend to like that. You know, I'm not gonna be like some. Recently, I saw some artist, right? He has a bit of a following, and he's on stream, and then he goes about, "Oh, yo, did you see this picture? Yeah, you saw the picture I sent you. Yeah, you see, I lowered the hand a little bit, and I fixed the angle. You didn't. You fucked up. Stop, because lowering that hand wouldn't have made a difference. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
if you would have been like, "Oh, I'm placing the hand on his face and this and that," I get that. Well, cool, solid change, understandable. That's an actual change. If you're just simply lowering the hand, just admit that you fucked up. Just admit that you fucked up. That's it. And I hate it. I don't like that side of it. I don't like that side of it. So again, if you want to really grow, just be yourself. Be transparent with your audience, with obviously your tools and how you go about things, because that'll get you a long way. And it'll actually get you a solid audience, not just temporary people who show up for 2 minutes.
That sounds like you're really, with all the, even regardless of the numbers you hit, with your posts, and your following count and all that stuff, you're still level headed. It sounds like you being true to yourself. Like that is your definition of being true to yourself in a basic sense of just like, respect everybody.
Yeah, because one, that's the way I was raised, and two, uh, I've been the dude in the chat, like going, "Hey, yo, what are you using? What drafting board are you using? Where did you get it?" And being ignored. I don't like that. It feels gross. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially for me, because I don't like talking to people. So if I'm reaching out, you know what I'm saying, and you're ignoring me, it's like it's giving me more of a reason to just not mess with people, in the real world. So yeah, it's just that, man. Like, I got to experience a lot of stupid shit, and I don't want to put anybody else through it. So I tend to show people respect, even with the trolls. Like I said, like I just laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? Because you could just be a goofy kid. I don't know. What the hell am I gonna do? Lose my shit? Flip damn desk over because some
Yeah.
kid wanted to fuck around? Maybe the kid just really fucks with your art, and he just wants to also just be a kid and be a dickhead. Go for it. I don't give a fuck, because I could easily just block you. I don't have to deal with you. You know, I don't know, man. It's just I've seen artists on stream curse out their audience. I've seen artists on stream get mad at their audience because they're not gifting enough. Like, it's just goofy behavior.
Yeah, yeah, I never liked that stuff. Like, oh, send a like for this, and then you get that, or like, yo, come on, chat. Like I seen this. Um,
Oh, hold on, and I'm not knocking that side of it, right? I'm not knocking that side of it. It's the ones that get angry because they're not getting anything. It's the ones that they'll be like, come on, Chad. It's only 20 roses. If you're broke, just say that." But
oh,
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, you're shitting on your audience. The people that are in there, you could have like a good 50 people in there, and they're wasting their time on you, and you want to be a dickhead? Like, what are we doing out here?
I was referring to like those people on live who's like they're doing something, and you're kind of like waiting for the climax, so to speak, and it's like, oh, I need 500 more likes, and then they get that, and it's
Oh
like,
no,
oh, I
no,
need 500 more likes, and it's like you're never gonna do
yeah, no,
it.
yeah, no. I'm not talking about the people who genuinely, they're like, hey, listen, I have this goal, and if you hit this goal, I will do such and such. At those, because it's kind of like it's like a fair trade, right?
Hmm.
Cool. I'm talking about the idiots who get mad at their audience just because they didn't hit a particular goal, because they're not receiving enough gifts. I saw somebody get mad because they didn't get a Galaxy. Like, yo, some people want $10 too.
Has there been moments in your stream that you like, wow, I actually had a great time today? Because like I see you and John on stream, and like you speak to me afterwards, and he's like, yo, like you guys have a, like sometimes you have your reoccurring people who come through, and you say
Mhm.
what up, and then you guys have a good conversation and stuff. But it's like the fun of it, like when I went on live one time, like it was definitely um nerve wracking, but having you guys there made it easier and also made it memorable.
Yeah.
So like, do you ever experience? Have you ever experienced that? Sorry.
Okay, so there's been times where me and John was sometimes, well, not so much anymore, but we'll reference this one moment last year when I first started doing the streams where we had a night where it was just about food. It was just about food, and I believe it started with, does pineapple belong on pizza? And for some reason that opened the floodgates for everybody to just start talking about food.
Now I want pizza today.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
and for some reason that was the main topic, and then it transitioned to what the hell was it even, like nuggets and for some reason then the focus was on me because of the way I like my steak. And John wouldn't fucking let it go. He still doesn't let it go, even though I've had it cooked other ways,
Wait,
but
wait. So how do you like it before?
well done. And he gave me shit. He said I like chewing on rubber.
So this is you.
Oh,
This is your steak, right, Luffy?
yeah,
You
pretty much.
like it rubbery?
Shit, bro. I, I was so angry that night, but it was fun as hell. Like that one night was just so fucking fun, bro. Like I stood up until like what 5 in the morning, just that whole night, just on live, cracking jokes. Everybody like kept they kept shuffling in and out, like, and they were genuine. They were dead ass coming back, like just still cracking up, cracking jokes. Um, I don't know. That was one of my favorite moments on live.
Do you remember like your worst moment, the inverse of it?
Uh, there was one night that I think John didn't stop by, and it was just me by myself in there, and I only had like 5 people at a time, and then it just went to zero, and it stood there. I even thought like maybe TikTok was fucking with me. I was like, damn, like the fuck even happened? But no, it was just it was dead. It was dead as hell, and I stood there for hours just drawing my shit. Cue the little violin, but
The world's most smallest violin.
yeah, but But yeah, that was one of the shittiest nights and shit. I think so.
Yo, have you ever tried like them trends? Try to get your numbers up, little TikTok trends or maybe IG
When
trends.
I relax, I'm not gonna about to be like, but nah, I never tried any trends like that. I just think I've tried the trends with like the how you post, like the times, and or like, oh, you if you post at 9 o'clock, like you
Mm,
get more views. Because I just want exposure. I don't really care about gifts or nothing like that.
okay.
Money's no object here. Like, it's not an issue.
Nah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, you got it like that.
But
I mean, send me
but
your commit. Send me some commission. But yeah, I got it like that.
but uh yeah, I don't think I've ever tried any trends other than like even with comments like hashtags, so on and so forth. That's about it.
Mm, okay. Um, do you ever experience burnout?
I did at one point. I did, but I think that was mainly because I got so caught up with taking suggestions instead of drawing what I actually wanted to do. And now, yes, these were suggestions based on stuff that I enjoyed too, but they weren't things that I actually wanted to draw at the time.
Mm,
So I had so many of them, and I felt like I had to commit. I had to commit. I have to grow. I have to draw these things. And I ended up just getting burnt out, and I ended up slowing down. That's when I pumped the brakes, and I was just like, man, fuck this. They get mad. They get mad. Ain't nobody paying me. And I
mm,
just ended up going back to what I was doing,
okay.
which is like, like for example, somebody might have wanted me to draw every scene from like Dawn of the Dead or some shit.
Mm,
Cool. but, like, by the 3rd scene, I'm done. I am done, like, I just wanna go back to drawing. I'll draw dicks, I don't give a fuck, but just let me go back to drawing that.
It'd be very detailed, huh?
No, no, it'd be the simplest shit.
There's this little stick there. Come on, you gotta give it some
Yeah,
life, give it some juice.
it's
uh, but would you wait? Let's say you did draw a dick, right?
you're a little too interested in this.
No, wait, no, it's leading on to. Would you like
Uh-huh.
post that and share that, or like, or you just not care? You have I would say a big enough platform, right? Would you be like, I can't post this. This is why I mess up my trend with TikTok's algorithm.
No, I've never done that. Well, there's certain drawings obviously of women that, I can't post,
Hmm.
but, I think that's as far as that goes. Whereas for the wieners,
Well, it wasn't really
uh
wiener. It was just the idea of like, are you more
oh, okay, okay.
cognizant of what you're sharing and reposting? Not
Yeah,
just
man,
that
even with my
dick,
sketchbook
like
tours.
yeah.
Yeah, even with my sketchbook tours, if you notice, sometimes you'll see, like, there'll be 2 pages, 3 pages stuck together. That's because I'm doing that on purpose. I don't wanna show you that. I
Okay.
can have a page full of nipples.
I mean, there's a place for that.
But you know what I mean,
Maybe on
like,
Twitter.
I'm not. Nah, I'm good. But, yeah, there's certain things I don't show for that very reason, and I mean, I've slowed down with those types of joints anyway.
Hmm, okay. I think I remember before you used to have an issue drawing like body types or body shapes. Was it? Well, I'm
I had an issue
misremembering
drawing women,
something. Woman, that's what it was. Okay,
and
okay.
that's when I locked in a bit, and I started messing around drawing women. Uh, Even sometimes I'd message people like, "Yo, like, yo, would you mind if I drew you?" And they'd be like, "Nah, you gotta go ahead." That made it a lot easier for me,
Did you
and,
ever like get go to Barnes and Nobles with like how to draw for like how to draw women for dummies, the yellow book. Did you ever like
oh, no, no,
buy
no.
books like that to help your drawing?
No, 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 I never went down that route, no.
Do
I
you
did do that for cars though, but that's about it.
do you buy any books like for inspiration or like just to improve your techniques and stuff maybe?
For inspiration, I have a Terada sketchbook, which like a compilation of like a lot of his artwork,
Mhm.
Katsuya Terada, and I have a Kim Jong Gi book, which is like his more adult stuff. So you have like scenes of people having sex and stuff like that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
can, regardless, I'm just inspired by the artwork period, like his skill and shit. I have Junji Ito Twisted Visions, which is a collection of his artwork, and I know I have another one. I can't remember right now where it's at. Or which one is it? Which one it is? But yeah, those are the main ones.
Okay. So, four questions before we end this. Um are there any brands in the future that you would love to work with? Let's say they listen to this like, yo, you know?
Brands I would like to work with. Well, I would like to work with Lamy, which is again is a pen brand.
Mhm.
Strathmore, which makes a lot of the paper that I use, and Twisby, which is the pen I told you about with
Okay.
the big barrel. And is there anything else? No, I don't have anything else.
Any future drawings that people should be anticipating? Like I know you just mentioned you're drawing an angel, but do you have like a maybe two more that you like, oh, I'm gonna draw this?
Okay, so I'm currently working on drawing. If it turns out well, anyway, right?
Mhm.
I'm currently working on drawing the Virgen de Guadalupe. So I'm working on that. And after that, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. But I'm liking I'm feeling like my old self because I went through a moment where I had a bad flare up because I have arthritis,
Mhm.
and it caused me to not be able to really walk and stuff like that. And my knuckles were swollen, my hand was swollen. Like my knuckle was still a little swollen, right? It's not a big deal. But now I'm starting to feel like my old self, like I'm starting to get back into the rhythm of like doing big pieces and so on. So uh expect more of that, I guess.
Okay. Um Yeah, I had a brain fart. Oh no, here it is. With 2025 almost done, right, and 2026 fastly approaching. Are there any goals or milestones you want to hit or manifest before the end of this year, or maybe even going into next year?
Probably to hopefully maybe sort of put out my own sketchbook.
Okay.
Yeah, just put out my own sketchbook, like an official hardcover collection of my favorite pieces that I've done. Not including pictures of my kids, obviously, but
Yeah.
but like favorite pieces that I've done. Uh, yeah, pretty much that.
Okay. Um, quick, yay or nay? What is your take with No, no. Are you for or against AI using art using AI?
I'm against it.
Okay. The reason why I didn't want to ask that because like we already had this conversation before. I'm like, no. He was like, I just
Yeah,
don't want it. Basically.
yeah. I don't want to deal with none of that shit.
Okay. Is there anything you want to share that to anyone listening?
I think. Uh, hmm, is there anything I want to share? Damn, I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm mad. I'm really thinking now. I don't know, man. I don't really have much to say. That I think I said everything now. I just think artists shouldn't be so hard on themselves. Honestly, a lot of the times, I mean, you're already at a level where the person behind you wishes they were at. So stop being so hard on yourself and just stop wasting material as well. Just learn to accept that there's gonna be mistakes in your piece. So finish it, push through, and then learn from it. Learn from the actual mistakes you allowed yourself to make instead of just thinking and getting in your head that what you're actually doing in that present moment it's terrible. So therefore you should stop. Because then you're never going to learn and you're never actually going to see the whole picture literally, and you're just going to stop yourself from actually growing.
Okay. Okay. Any questions?
Not really. Uh I guess what made you want to do this?
The reason behind it was because I feel personally like the reason why I always wanted to do these type of conversations was because not only the famous people in the sense or people who have a mass following, so to speak, deserve a voice. There's a lot of people who have real solid life experiences and knowledge that is not being recorded or shared. And there's
Yeah.
also in the sense of like for you as yourself, something to remember by. You can also share this with your kids. Like let's say your son decides to or your sorry, wait. I didn't want to say son or daughter and highlight that, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna cut that, sorry, but let's say your children decided that they want to draw. You could just kind of give them this podcast in a sense, or at least pieces of it, and say, "No, this is how I was feeling back then. Like, this is some information you can share and stuff like that." Sometimes
Mm,
people prefer to listen to it compared to you
yeah.
saying it over and over, right? And why did I want to do this with you? You're a very talented artist, and I know you have things to share with others. You have been through some stuff, and artists in general should just be represented better.
Yeah.
And for me, it just felt
Yeah.
like, why not? Why not? Just
All
press
right.
record and share it, man. Hopefully, the small clips we make and the whole video itself be shared to other artists who are feeling the same type of way that you went through during their first live, or some brands like you said, they are being. I mean, not brands. I apologize. Certain artists are being dicks. Like you,
Yeah.
you probably just saved a lot of people a lot of time if they really internalize it and listen and move forward, right? Or at least it gives them that little, voice in their head, like, wait a second, I remember my favorite artist, Anthony. He said this. Oh, this is exactly what's happening. Now I know how to handle this better.
I mean,
So
that'd be awesome. I know recently somebody made me get a little emotional because they were using my art as a reference. I was like, whoa, 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 relax,
I made it, baby.
relax. I'm about to cry, son. Stop. You know, because that's an amazing feeling. Like I'm using photographs and just regular pictures from regular people who take pictures of their statues or went on a tour and they took a picture of a particular statue, and I'm drawing these things because I enjoy them, or flowers, or sometimes it's just me taking the damn picture. But the point is, like I'm using a reference that somebody else used, right? Well, took or created. So when somebody's telling me like, "Yo, listen, I used your art as the reference," it fucked me up because I'm like, "Nah, stop."
Stop it.
Eh, Fucking eyes, I had fucking werewolf eyes. I was just like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Like, stop. This is too much.
Um, when you're drawing, right? Do you
Mhm.
always use references only, or have you created something that's original?
Well, how can I put this? If it's based on me, it's original, right? Like, I'll create the goofy characters. Like even with the picture I use right now for my profile, like it's my pinky.
Hmm.
You know, that's a whole other story. But like the point is, like it's my pinky is my hand in cartoon form. Like I have no problem doing that, but it has to be based around me, right? Like just that's just and a lot of the stuff I do, yeah, is based on a reference. Like it could be a movie scene, or it could be a statue, or it could be a figure, or it could be a toy. So, yeah,
But it's not like it's a one
I'm
for one. You always add
yeah,
your
no, because
your
I
stuff to it.
exactly. And if there's mistakes in it, you're gonna see them, or I'm gonna point them out to you.
So, like, where can people find you?
I mean, you said you have my name
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah, I
around
know
here.
that, but like, if I'm gonna
Oh,
put
they can
that in
find me on
Google,
YouTube.
like, yeah.
They can find me on YouTube, Twitch, fucking TikTok, Instagram. That's about it. That's about it.
Anyone you frequent more than others?
TikTok. That's the
TikTok.
main place I've been streaming at the moment. But I streamed a bit on YouTube. I'm trying to expand a little bit more.
Okay.
So you can look forward to seeing me on all those platforms.
Another question, real quick. Since the platforms that you mentioned, some might say, why not on this one and that one? Like, why not Blue Sky? Why not Twitter? Why not Mi Gente? No.
um, I think I don't mess with Twitter because there's too many dickheads in there.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And uh, I'm not trying to deal with any of that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's just cornballs. I don't. Blue Sky. I didn't know you could stream on there.
Oh, I
Also,
apologize. I didn't really mean streaming. I'm like just sharing content in general.
oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. I did try, but it's kind of hard to just be on all these platforms and keep track of everything. And like, wait, I gotta post on such and such. Oh, let me go post some shit on Tinder. You know what I mean? Like, like it's just I
On
can't.
only art.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and the main reason why I choose TikTok is because it does get you the most traction, the most eyeballs. So yeah, that's the main platform I'm using at the moment.
All right, man. Well, thank you. I'm sure people was wondering, like, man, there's a lot of platforms out there. Which one should I post, or which one should I highlight more than others? And TikTok for you is the one that works
Yeah,
until they change their live streaming stuff. 'Cause I know John was talking about that before, but I don't know if that hit
yeah.
you.
I got hit with something yesterday, which was interesting. I got flagged for promoting a business.
Hmm.
All I did was show my art.
Wow. Didn't you tell
Yeah.
me that you like shared something from your iPad and it was like, this doesn't work?
Oh yeah. Somebody asked me, hey, what can I see the reference? This was last year, and I showed my iPad. It's my iPad. I showed the reference, and I got flagged. I got restricted because I was showing content that wasn't mine.
The Apple symbol. That's what it was.
Shit, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on. Definitely do more of this in the future. And your name's on top. People already know. But also, what about your Etsy?
Oh yeah, I mean, if anybody's interested, if you happen to see anything on my page that you like, hit me up. If I have it, I'll let you know, and I'll post it on Etsy if you want to buy it.
And
if you don't want to do like a one-on-one thing.
you do custom commish, right? Like
Yeah, I do
custom pieces.
commissions. Yeah, exactly. It just, it depends on the size and the turnaround time and all that.
Alright. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. It
Peace.
was it was it was good being here. It
Likewise.
felt good.
Likewise. It was good for me being here too. Just kidding. Just kidding. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you.